the record button to save it for posterity. Anne Marie, go ahead.
Camera high, lights low. That's the best look, right? Chelsea wins last week, but what do you guys want to work on to make it even smoother going ahead? I hate to have a but after a great, win, but still.
Individually, my turnovers, I think once I get that down, we'll be a little bit more efficient. As a whole, defensively, like staying engaged all the time, and when our rebounding. Like when we rebound and we're able to push and run, we're really hard to guard. And so we're constantly working on that. And those are the kind of takeaways I take from these last few games.
And I know it was more turnovers than you'd like to have for yourself. What do you think caused them? I know. I looked at the numbers too.
Rushing, not being smart. So just focusing, honing in on that a little bit more. Be sure of my passes.
You guys are about to start another one of those road stretches, even though you come home for Seattle, where you're just kind of playing bang, 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 bang. So what do you want to smooth out before? What did you learn from the last long road trip? I'll say it that way, that you want to kind of perfect on this road trip.
I think it's kind of the same thing of what we've kind of learned these last few games, but I think it's a 40-minute game, so staying engaged the entire time I think is extremely important. And so that's been our focus. Bill says it all the time, coming into timeouts, before games, halftime, all of that. So I think that's really important.
What was the reaction to Jisoo's 3 blocks? We know what it was in the arena, but within the team.
Excitement. G comes in and works hard every day, whether she plays a minute, not at all, or she's out there playing. I don't know how many did she play last game, 16 minutes. So we support G, and we were hype on the sideline for sure.
And then the last thing is everybody got involved. Everybody scored, including Joyner. We were waiting for her to score. How has Joyner kind of melded into the team? She said it's been a different experience for her joining a team with a championship mentality like this. And I'm wondering kind of how you've seen her progress in the 10 days or so that she's been able to practice with you.
She's getting more comfortable with communication, knowing the plays, knowing, getting the chemistry down. She can play, she can hoop. So I'm glad she was able to get out there last game and really show that.
Thank you.
Josh?
Hey, Chelsea, you guys are on a bit of a hot streak right now. So what are some of the things that you're working on in practice or off the court where you have to keep the momentum going? Or what are the keys to keeping that momentum going?
I would say rebounding for sure is something. We're pushing each other on the offensive glass and making sure we're hitting bodies and boxing out, taking care of the ball. And I would say our defensive rotations, like making sure we're ready for the next pass, making sure we're ready on our closeouts, help the helper. And then offensively, just staying efficient, like just flowing, making sure we know all the plays and the different nuances and tweaks that we can make, and just through communication or seeing how they guarded the last time. So I think just getting better in that way offensively.
Yeah, and we mentioned that everybody got on the score sheet last game. So what type of confidence does that give you as a player where you have your teammates and you know that everyone can come off the bench and just contribute immediately?
It's huge, we're gonna need the bench down the stretch. So for them to be able to come in, gain that confidence, gain that, you can kind of reenact a game situation in practice, but nothing is like the real game. And so practice a lot of times are harder than the games. Everybody's on the same side when you get to the game. So I think being able to get those reps and be ready for down the stretch and later down in the season and then playoffs is important.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chelsea. You are free to go, and we will see you tomorrow. The Aces are practicing tomorrow at UNLV from about 11 o'clock to 12:30, but there will not be any media avail tomorrow. You will find out why, as there is another big announcement coming league-wide. We will see everybody on maybe never, because we're not practicing Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll see you Wednesday. We'll figure something out. Thanks for coming out. We'll talk to you guys later.
You too. Bye.